All right, you get up before the family. You're up to work out. It's the ideal morning. The sun is rising. It's beautiful. You're about to get going, or better yet, you're like halfway through your workout and you hear that ill-fated cry, that little babble maybe, or a toddler banging on the door. It's frustrating when your kids wake up earlier than you expected or earlier than they usually do, and they interrupt your early morning workout or your morning routine or that quiet time that you so desperately just crave every single day. So it's time to learn how to handle it, because we can approach this with a good mindset, we can handle it, and we can take advantage of these situations and turn them around for good. So get ready to get equipped, mama. Hey mama, welcome to the Tough Love Mom Podcast. I know you're here because you're ready to get consistent and finally lose that weight, and you're not afraid of a little tough love. You know what to do to lose weight, but following through on those things feels impossible. You wish you could just feel like your strong, confident self again and want to be a good example for your little ones, but you get thrown off by mom guilt and the unpredictability of motherhood. It's frustrating. Taking on your journey postpartum is hard, but it's not impossible. Hey, I'm Liz, and I've been where you are. I gained a lot of weight in my pregnancies, 90 pounds and then 60 pounds. I needed to lose that weight to take control of my health and honestly just wanted to feel like myself again. With a sustainable approach to weight loss, simple consistency, and working on my mindset, I lost it all in just over a year both times. And I'm here to help you do the same. I believe that we have an ingrained ability to figure out what we need to do, make it happen, and do it in a way that awes the world. If you're ready to stop falling off the wagon, create solid routine and healthy habits, and finally feel your best inside and out, all while enjoying dino nuggets on your salad, you are in the right place. We're about to transform your journey, my friend. Get pumped up. It is tough love time. Just a few weeks ago, Royce woke up well before 6 a.m. Literally, that's around the same time that I work out, so I did the pull-up change, and this was around the same time he was dropping a nap. He's 3.5 right now, so he's dropping a nap, my oldest. It's a difficult situation where if he does nap the day before, he wakes up super early the next day, and I was just starting to learn that pattern. I didn't quite know that was the case for him yet, so he woke up. Literally, it was like 5:15, I think. I was about to start my workout, so I went in there, changed his pull-up, got him happy, got him settled. He actually went back to sleep that day, lucky me, and I went and got it done. And this was not the first time this had happened. And it's not the first time for either of my kids, to be honest. Both of my boys, for a long stretch during their first 12 months, I think it was from around 6 to 9 months old, I'm not kidding, about 3 months, they consistently would wake up before 5 a.m. To nurse. They wanted to like hang out for at least an hour, breastfeed a little bit, and then they would go back to sleep until almost 7. But I was, up at 4:30, 4:45, nursing with them, hanging out. I'd put them back to sleep, and then I'd go work out or go back to sleep myself. So I've been there for long stretches of time. And then in this toddler season, evidently I'm facing that again. And that season before they were 1, when they were getting up to breastfeed and then they would go back to sleep, it was exhausting. And the ones now where the boys are toddlers and they get up too early when it's happening at random, those are really exhausting too. But I can handle them with grace. I can handle them with intention. And I'm going to teach you that today so you can handle them too when this happens without sacrificing your consistency. Because a lot of the times, especially if you use that morning time for you, if you are getting up early, it can just throw you off, get you frustrated, get you down. And honestly, when you're in that mindset where you're frustrated, it can throw you off. So let's talk about how to handle it. The first thing is if you have that flexibility, whether you stay at home or you work from home, or you just have different options of times throughout the day where you can work out, because we're specifically talking today about your kids interrupting your workout time if they're waking up early, is to change your workout time. And I know as humans, we get really set in our ways and we like to do things a certain way, but sometimes we have to learn how to be flexible, and it's good to grow that muscle. So it's a simple fix to just change your workout time. You can have time with your little one. If they're waking up early, just prioritize your time with them then and work out at a later time of day. Super simple fix. But you don't always have that flexibility, right? Some of us don't have that, or we truly don't want to change that routine because we just don't want to work out with our kids around. We want to get it done before they wake up. So if you don't have that flexibility, you can finish your workout later. Tip number 2 is just end it where it's at, finish it later. This is not necessarily my favorite option because you did warm up. It's not great, in my opinion, to jump back in mid-workout, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Again, done is better than perfect in all situations in motherhood. I've had my fair share of mid-workout pauses. Literally, even if I don't have to finish it later, I'll like breastfeed for 20 to 30 minutes when they were like little babies. I would have to stop for 20 to 30 minutes to breastfeed, and then I would get back to my workout. So break it up if you have to. You know, it is what it is, and you have to learn, and you'll learn this along the way, but just because you don't get a perfect workout in doesn't mean you won't get results down the road, because results don't happen from one workout, right? They happen over time. So break up your workout if you have to. Not my favorite option, but it is an option. My favorite option in this situation, because I don't like to change my routine either. I would rather keep my same routine with when I work out, is have your little one join you or go back to sleep yourself. It's so vital. So, and this is a situation that I found myself in a lot with my little boys, is I just have them join me. If they would wake up super early and I hadn't started yet, or I was halfway through and they were screaming and they just needed me, I would bring them out with me. I'd strap them into the little wagon and put them with a blanket and some toys or their stroller out in our garage when I'd work out in the morning, or, bring it into the living room to finish it with them playing. It's so vital that we speak about it and show our priorities to our kids in full transparency. And I think this is an amazing, these interruptions mid-morning when you're like, this is not ideal, I was trying to get this me time in. This is an amazing opportunity to put on display and be the example of what our priorities truly are. And to be honest, a tough love moment here, if we're going, and we're like in this bad mood because we got interrupted and now we're just going to throw it out the window and just not pick it up back later, or finish it with our kids around, or prioritize it at a different time of day. Not that our kids fully understand at this age that, my mommy stopped her workout, now she's just not doing it later. But it does set that example of, I don't finish what I start. So finish what you start at some point of day or with your kids around, okay? You're not hurting them in any way by showing them you prioritizing your health. Honestly, for months, ever since Royce could understand, if I needed to work out and I needed him around, I would tell him. Or if I was putting him to bed and he was fighting his nap and I needed to go work out, I'd say, hey, mommy needs to go take care of herself so I can take care of you better. And I would explain that to him. I'd say, I'm going to work out. That's how I'm going to take care of myself right now. And I'm doing it because it makes me a better mommy for you. And I just communicated that in terms that he understood. I've always verbalized, working out and prioritizing my health that way to him. And this morning that I told that story of earlier, when I went in and got him settled, I told him I was going to go work out and I'd be done soon. And he literally looked back at me and said, Mommy needs to go take care of herself. Because I just told him, he was like, hey, I got to go work out now. Mommy's going to go take care of herself. And it's important, obviously, self-care, one of the ways you do that is through movement. And it's important that our kids see us doing that and we can set that example. And sometimes these interruptions are the best opportunity we have to follow through on that example. And if your kids are too little to understand, again, don't discount your example. They learn from seeing. They learn, to be honest, right? They learn way more from what they see us do than what they hear us say. And the fact that from an early age, you're setting that example, that's just what they're going to know that you do. They don't know any different. They just know you're someone who takes care of yourself physically and moves your body consistently. And I also want you to shift your mindset, because sometimes we can see this early rising as an interruption, and there's not really a better word for it, right? It really does interrupt what we're doing. But I do also want you to see it as an opportunity to teach your little one about taking care of yourself and prioritizing your health. And one last mindset note here, we need to let go of the guilt of prioritizing our actual physical health. We need to let go of that guilt completely, okay? Your kids aren't gonna be upset that you spent an extra 15 minutes finishing your workout with them playing with their toys. They need some independent playtime. There should be zero guilt around your children seeing you work out and take care of yourself. And again, clearly communicate with them, treat them like respectable, next to you human beings, right? Communicate with them about why you're doing it. And yeah, maybe part of the reason you're doing it is to lose weight, but I know there's a deeper reason. It's because you want to be healthy years from now. I know it's because you want to feel confident in your body and be able to get on the floor without feeling uncomfortable about how you have to get down and get back up. And you just want to be strong so you can swing your kids around and, do all the fun things. Explain that to them. I'm working out right now, so later we can play airplane together. And, when you put your kids on your feet and you let them fly. I don't know. My boys love that. But the root of that is knowing why we need to do it. So you do need to be clear on why you're doing this, aside from the, well, I just should, or because I want to lose weight. You need to know the deeper reason, and you need to fully believe that. And that needs to be why you show up. That needs to be why you don't see this as an interruption, but an opportunity. I thought someone might need that reminder today. You and your health are not just important, they're non-negotiable. So next time this happens, instead of letting frustration take over, it's okay to feel that for a moment, but recognize that you're feeling it. Just move on from that feeling. See it as an opportunity. Say, okay, I'm frustrated, but this is also an opportunity that you can either teach by example or through communication or both. And you can also get better at pivoting, get better at that flexibility, because motherhood is full of pivots, right? We have to be real good at being flexible. So capitalize on these opportunities. Over in our Tough Love Mom Squad today, we're sharing our favorite kid interruptions and those little stories that we have. So go join over there, share your experience today if you haven't joined yet, and I'll see you over there, mama. Next time your kid interrupts your morning workout, or your morning routine and that quiet time for you, see it as an opportunity. Let your kid join in with you, or just finish it later in the day. Go get after it, mama. Before you go, thank you for spending this time with me on the Tough Love Mom podcast. If this episode encouraged you in any way, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a review letting me know how the show has impacted you. Then send this episode to another mom friend, or take a screenshot, post it on social media, and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me on this journey to impact thousands of moms. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you, sister. Until next time, get after it.